So my name is Danielle. I am originally from New York. I've been living in Berlin for the past almost 9 years with my German husband and my 7-year-old son. I teach English as a foreign language, and that's been something I've been doing for quite a long time. And I made that shift when I realized that sitting in an office wasn't for me anymore. And I wanted something that I could help people with, but also always take with me because we like to travel and I just never knew where we were going to land. At the same time, I also got my Pilates certification. So then I was like, okay, I've got the mind and the body somehow, covered. And I really always loved this concept of psychology and mind and body and power and what you can do for yourself. And I actually got my bachelor's degree was in psychology, but I realized that I realized after I graduated that I wasn't really ready to be a psychologist, and I didn't actually know if I ever wanted to be a psychologist, but the whole concept of psychology for me was always something really important and passionate and somewhere in the back of my mind. And, years go by and teaching and living and life. And somehow there's always like this small little bird chirping to me like psychology. And I was like, okay, at some point I knew that I was going to find something to kind of fill that void that was there. And I had been thinking a little bit about coaching and, I kept on hearing about life coaching and this and that. And I was like, okay. And a good friend of mine in Berlin, she does psych, which is another form of coaching. So she was kind of the one person who I knew personally who was a coach. And I said to her, hey, let's just try a session because I'm interested in what this is about. And I don't know if this type of coaching is mine, but let me at least get an experience. So we had a session. It was super powerful. It was great. But I realized that wasn't my type of coaching, at least not the type of coaching that I wanted to then go for. But it was the spark. It was that first step for me to be like, okay, now I need to start doing a little bit of research. So I started researching and I found your course, and it was the the holistic life coach and mind body practitioner course. And I started with your course in respects of researching and finding, and then I kept looking at other ones and I kept on always going back to yours. It was like every single time, this course just kind of really spoke to me. And it was, I think, the flexibility, the fact that it was in English. So I speak German well enough, but the fact that it was in English, the fact that it was online, the fact that it was flexible in respects of timing, the fact that it was flexible in respects of payment plan. For me, those four things were like, yes. And then the content, it was everything that I wanted to know. It was science, it was psychology, it was, enough holistic things. It was enough hippy dippy without too much. It was, kind of this whole feeling of getting to know yourself, being aware of how the mind works, of what your body can do. And then at the end, the whole business element. So it was like, I loved the fact that it wasn't like, okay, you're going to get all this information, but then at the end, you're going to have to figure out on your own how you then turn that into a business. So it was more like, you've got this whole huge, amazing package that when you're done with learning how to better yourself, learning how to be more mindful, learning how to be your best supporter, learning how to change everything that you willingly want to change with time, effort, repetition, acceptance, and all of these amazing feelings. And then going through that process and at the end being like, okay, now I can take all of this and learn how to transition this into like a real life business, if that's what you choose. Because at some point I thought, even if I don't decide to become a coach, then I at least have this process of doing this for myself and learning this so that I can better myself and be the best version of me I can be. But in the end, it was like very clear. No, this is the missing link for me. And now, I'm just honestly, I've told you many times, but this course was it changed me. It changed my life. It changed my whole way of thinking. It brought me back to this passion of psychology and love of just, my purpose is to help people. Period. My purpose is helping people be their best selves and get out of their own comfort zones and realize that they are capable of anything. And I've done it with English, or I continue to do it with English, and I've done it with Pilates, and I continue to do it. And now this third trifecta of my mission of trying to just get people in touch with themselves and realize that everyone is such an amazing person. So this course has just given me really the tools to be able to take my purpose of being a human on this earth to like the next level. So for that, thank you.